with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Sorry, like it. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Sorry, like it. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Up a check, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
30-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, Defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here we go, D. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. On the left side, this is Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now Eckler. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Austin
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Woods on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses as close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
76. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. He's checking. Crack.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Now a toss play to Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Chiefs 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
DC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And 4.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Good move at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Ties the game at 10. Eddie Pinheiro.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Lucky. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Once more, here's Eckler. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Hurts. Over the middle, complete to Tate. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Golden Tate.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete to Golden.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Hurts steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hurts fumbles it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Michael Dixon set to kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Ties the game at 17. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Chiefs 24. Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Broncos 16.
They'll run here with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
On the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
We go. Big stop.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Incomplete.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Freeman. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
Hurts sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage. Now, and he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
13 yards. It's third down.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Matthias Farley, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
30, Austin.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Goff. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Running on 1st down, Eckler. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger